Warning, Hebrews Toys Reviews is not intended for children. It is for adult collectors and the people over the age of 18.
Hello everybody, Hebrew77 here, and today we're going to review something very special. Very special indeed. What is that, you ask? Well, that's Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull. Now, I know a lot of reviewers have already reviewed this. It's been about a week or two ago, I don't know. But that's because they either got it early because they live in different regions, like Canada or different, whatever the case may be. And some of them pre-ordered it, so they got it early. Well, I didn't. I did things the old-fashioned way, went right down to my local Walmart and picked it up from the store. So with no further ado, let's get down to business. Here's Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull. It's going to be a longer review than what you're used to, but ladies and gentlemen, oh, if I only had a black cloth to unveil this. Yes, indeed. Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull is exactly what it says it is. Just look at the beautiful artwork on this. Look at He-Man and Skeletor fighting each other with the magic dust surrounding them. And over here you got Man-at-Arms taking on Merman. Teela taking on Beastman. And good old Man-at-Arms again? Huh, that's weird. Of course you got Stratos flying over here in the corner. And at the very top of Castle Grayskull, where he should be, is good old Zodak himself. And this Castle Grayskull wouldn't be complete without the sorceress. It includes a special, well, they call her Temple of the Darkness sorceress. I just really like to refer to her as sorceress in the white dress. So that's the back cover of this exclusive Castle Grayskull. Oh, I missed some of the enemies here. Of course, you've got Evelyn, and it looks like down here in the corner you got some of the weapons. You got Triclops, and oh, it looks like Ram Man's coming at Triclops. Now let's look at the top of the box. You got, of course, Castle Grayskull, He-Man practicing on that weapon practicing thing, and he got Man-at-Arms holding the flag. This time around the flag comes with more like a circle stand. Skeletor in that classic pose in the comic book where we see him trapping He-Man and He-Man falling through the trap door there. Stratos manning the gun. Beastman, not sure what he's doing there. Teela on the classic elevator in the back of Castle Grayskull. And there's more artwork on here, I do believe. Yes, indeed. There is Fisto fighting that out with... is that Too Bad? I'm not sure who that is. Looking up here, you've got some dragons flying, and then the Moon of Eternia. The two moons, I should say. And on the back, or wait, we just saw the back of the box. No, wrong. On the back of the box, you have all of the figures that are going to be coming out, and all the ones that have already come out. Here's some Orko, Many Faces, Zodak, of course. You got Scareglow. I bet that's going to be hard to find when he comes out. Trapjawed Merman, and even the Land Shark. That's what this 2021 series. And we get a good look at the inside of Castle Grayskull. You see the throne chair is slightly different than what we see it on the box. Kind of looks like King Randor's throne chair if you ask me. And then of course you got the little flag and the big flag there on top, and the computer, the weapons rack, couple weapons there looks like, the practice thingy and the elevator, and the ladder. Can't be a Castle Grayskull without the classic ladder. So with all this being said, let's go ahead and open this thing up. Now I'm not going to assemble it on camera because I'm not really good at that. I tend to mess up things when I did it. I assembled the Cobra Cobra his tank on camera and sort of lost my concentration, sort of like what I'm doing here, trying to figure out where's a good place to open this box. I assume at the top, like there's a should be a tape, some tape mark here. Let me go ahead and shut the camera off for now. Love the old school Masters Universe look. What I forgot to share with you guys, let me turn my camera sideways, is that you have Pantor fighting with Battle Cat on this side, and the rings of another planet very similar to Saturn. So we got, let's go ahead and take, what you got to do is you got to be very careful getting the tape off. I had to peel it off. I tried to get in there with scissors and I wrecked a corner. So you got to be real careful if you want to save your box, which I do. Let's see here, maybe I can do this. Yeah, got to be, oh, I damaged that part. Oops. Well, you got to be careful, and you just want to, what you want to do is you just want to peel the tape back very carefully. That's why I said I'm not doing an assembly thing here. I'll be right back when I get all this opened. Sheesh. I did a little bit of scratching and dashing, but not too much. I got it open. Look here. Alright, here's the secret reveal. Let's pull out. Oh boy. This is going to be tough to pull out. Uh-oh. Okay. Here we go. Dang. Looks like a lot of this stuff's already put together. I just hope there's not a whole lot of decals and crap I got to put on here. I am not good at that at all. Alright, so pulling it out. Let me go ahead and slide this baby all the way out. I got it all the way out, and this thing basically is assembled. And you know what I like about this is it's got a middle pin that goes all the way down, which is way better than the original Castle Grayskull, which we will do comparison. So everything's pretty much assembled, but it looks like I am going to have to put a few decals on. Get this out of here. So you got your castle basically assembled. There is some assembly required. Look at that. Got the chair. I'm going to have to put the sticker on that chair. Okay. I never had that part before. What is that? I guess we'll see when we get it all put together. Here's the weapons rack. Kind of like that a little better. It's thicker material. It's brown color, which is what, you know, you would think it would be. Oh, shoot! Okay. Careful there. Careful, careful, careful. Very careful. That was my fault. I let it fall on me. Alright, so now we got the gun. Nice. I like that. Look at this. Looks like a giant big old fist coming back and punching you. The other one doesn't. I don't know if the other one kind of looks like that or not. We'll get to that when we do comparison, but that's kind of cool. These parts here. This is the computer. Look at that. That's the computer. It's not a cardboard cutout. It's an actual physical computer that's going to go over here on that wall. Pretty neat. Put that over there. And let's see the front of this baby. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. It's even got the jaw bridge here, which I will demonstrate that once I get it all put together. Now look at that, and then look at this. I mean, besides the colors being slightly brighter and like the door being brown, I mean, it's wow. It's amazing. It's awesome. Now they just need to come out with point dread so we could put something on top of this. But I mean, yeah. Comparison. We're doing a little bit comparison right here. But now, I don't know. The top of that seems like it's got a little bit more detail in it. It's got more color. I mean, you look at this one. There's point dread. I got point dread on top of that one. And it's even got the handle in the back, but I'm not going to mess with it right now until I get on sturdy ground. But anyway, I'm going to put it on sturdy ground. I'm going to put it together, and then I'll come right back. Looks like this has got latches here. Let's see. It feels a little lightweight, like a little lighter than the original. Do you think this will hold up as good as the original over 30 years? Only time will tell. But anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and put it together, and we'll be right back. No, I said I was gonna put together Castle Grayskull and come right back, but look at this. I got a brand new sorceress, y'all. Yeah, not too shabby. Alright, we'll be right back with an assembled Castle Grayskull. Woohoo! Alright, here we have the fully assembled Masters of the Universe Castle Grayskull. In its room, we have the ever so classic elevator. Coming up behind it, you used to know this is just a piece of cardboard, and now it is a piece of hard plastic. The computer. Ooh, fancy. Now I've moved this elevator to the up position. Oh, there it goes. There is the down position. These floors are brown instead of green. Or what was it? This color. They were this color here. They are softer, but I think that they're actually in there better than the originals. And each unit here comes with a felt sort of material type flag which hangs down. And of course I showed you this earlier, but you have the practice thing that the heroes hit. And I just dropped my weapons rack. And so with that being said, let's go over here to this corner. And this corner, you no longer have a robot, but they've replaced it with a wooden weapons rack. So you get this weapons rack, and you get this weapons rack down here, which I wish I would have put more light onto it. We'll get to that in a minute. Up here, you've got your trap door with the sorceress. And one complaint I have about the sorceress, you can get her in the chair, sort of. And you could definitely get her in the chair a lot easier than you could the original sorceress. But it's still kind of an issue, is the wings. If they would have done something to where you could either removed the wings or made the wings to where they were material. As you can see, I could barely, like, yeah, she doesn't sit in the throne very well at all. Although one thing I will give them credit for is they, you could bend her legs so she kind of sits in the throne. Going upstairs here, you have the gun. And what I like about this time around, they've given you a longer platform so you can put the figure up there. And he's got a lot more room to stand than the original. And over here, of course, is a platform for the flag. And as you can see, the flag has both sides. It's removable. Ugh. Alright, it has the swords of evil, which are Skeletor's swords, and the swords of good. Or if you want to say like the sword of power and the sword of wisdom, that's sort of way it was in the comic books. And they would, the way the storyline was, whoever sort of like took over the Castle Grayskull, you would turn the you would turn the flag around, symbolizing that the castle was now being ruled by either good or evil. Moving down here, you have a way to get upstairs. The easy way, of course, the ladder. And then you have a way of getting downstairs, the not so easy way. And let's see here, I will demonstrate this by using, let's see who I have here. Origin Skeletor. Down this weapons rack so it's not in the way. Hello, sorceress! Finally, I've entered Castle Grayskull! Now you will pay for all your crimes against humanity, sorceress! What crimes are you talking about, Skeletor? You know what crimes I'm talking about? I do not think so. I would like to talk to you about a few things. I'm like, oh man, she fell too. But as you can see, it definitely worked. So we reset the, it's a little tight, but you know, it's not 30 years old, so completely understandable. There we go. And what I like about this is I should have showed you when I was putting it together, but you can't see. Well, maybe that'll be in another video. They use screws. You kind of see, yeah. They use screws on this at the bottom. They use metal to actually hold the castle together. It's awesome. So now let's take a look and see the castle when it's all folded up. Elevator up. Elevator up. Oh boy. Elevator up. Opens rack of shatter. Ladder in. Get Skeletor the heck out of here. Wow! Crap! You're damn right, crap. Sorceress there on top. And let's close her up. Now it is comparison time, and I guess we're just going to compare the outside since we already know what the inside of the other castle looks like. Although I am going to open up the other castle and kind of look at it just a little bit. As you can see, they're about the same size, except this one has the point dread up on top. This one's gun seems to be taller. I think this one's actually a little taller than this one. Not by much. I didn't do the drawbridge thing, but let's take a look at both drawbridges while we're here. Okay, this one you have that same skull face with the little things coming out of it, and looks pretty much about the same as this one. Now, what I don't like about the castle, I think that the shelves on this one are a little bit more flimsy. Although this one, let's face it, I've always been really flimsy, easily breakable. I do like the extra weapons rack that's on here. I actually have not opened this jawbridge yet, but I'm sure it's pretty much the same as this one. The color, I don't like how light in tone it is. I don't like the cheeks here as opposed to the cheekbones here on this one. I do believe this is a harder plastic than this one. Yeah, you can really tell the difference there. I do like the fact that they reinforce it with metal and there's actual metal screws on there. Compared to the inside, and also they both have a handle. I like the way this thing latches better. They put a lot of thought and creativeness into this thing when they built it, and they gave us a few extras. There's the back side of the two. There's, oh crap, that one filled miserably. There's the brown shades on the back of this are a pretty good touch. Other than that, it's pretty much the same, except you got Point Dread. It'd be interesting to see if they give us a Point Dread to their castle at some point. Now, when you look at this, this is more rounded off here at the top, so it forms sort of a roof. And this is edged out here at the top. You don't have this little chain thingy. You still got the two windows, as you can see there. This doorway here kind of goes inward. It would have been nice if they would have made this into an actual door. I don't know why they didn't do that. They did it with the Masters of the Universe Classics line, Castle Grayskull. Your doorway here is darker and it comes outward. But there's the comparison on the outside. I mean, we all know what this bad boy, the original, the OG, what it looks like on the inside, but I still want to do a comparison. I mean, I got a lot of parts. They aren't missing. They're just not in this Castle Grayskull. They're in my other Castle Grayskull. You know, this is a 30-year-old toy again, but these are very flimsy, more flimsy so than those. I got a good elevator there. It still goes up and down. Here, let me see here. Bird's a little bigger. Oh, I guess it's kind of stuck right now. Alright, well, and then this thing still works here. There it goes. Pretty good. Even though it's kind of loose and flimsy. What's going on here? Whoa! Everything's falling apart. It does fall apart a lot. It does tend to do that. But other than that, I still like the old stuff. It's not in with the old, out with the new. Let's look at the outsides of these Castle Grayskull. I gotta say, vintage wins this one. It really does. I like the darker colors, the darker tones, the more indented eyes, the indented nose. I just like the overall look of this thing. If you took one jawbridge and switched it with the other, or if I painted that one brown, it would be absolutely perfect. But honestly, I think the vintage stands on its own for what it is and what it was at the time. It's still awesome, will always be awesome, and will never be outdone by the new. But the new, in its way, I mean, you take a look at them one more time here side by side. They look pretty good, I think. But I'm sorry, I gotta take the vintage over the new, even though the new does have a little more bells and whistles in the end the vintage wins every time. Well, that does it for this review video. That was Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull. And I gotta tell you, I like the original. If you're a fan of the original, you'll like the new one. The new one is just as good, but I think the color could have been better. They could have used darker colors. It looks a little bit too bright to me. But other than that, it's pretty awesome. It does have some new features that I do like. I do like the room in it, like I said. This has been a long time. This is a longer review than I know that you're used to. But it's been a long time coming. I know that other reviewers have hit this one long before I did. But anyway, that's it. This has been Hebrew77 saying, until next time, knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war.